Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. This is the Global Chamber League of Extraordinaries. Thank you for joining us. While the world is incredibly busy and a little bit crazy in terms of activity, we were talking about Disney World and Disneyland and how busy that is, and everybody is busy. And so I think what we're seeing is from our side is there's a lot of uh, busyness. So, like our events, and this one included, it looks like we only have about 10 folks here, and which is a little bit lower than normal. On the flip side of that, I would say I've never seen so much interest in next year in terms of activity, and that's good timing because here at Global Chamber we now have a Globy that we're using to make connections for members. We have a database and an operating system that's new and improved and allows us to see each member in ways we've never been able to do before. And we have a portal coming. Cesar Trabanco is in the center of all of that. I don't think he'll be here today. I don't see him here. I think that Global Chamber one is me. Yes, I just haven't put my name in there. So let me, while I'm talking, put my name so there's clarity of who that Global Chamber person is. I guess because I'm speaking and I'm unmuted, I guess it would be obvious who it is, but just in case. That's me, Doug Brunke. Get that finished. There we go. And so he's traveling because of the holiday as well. So there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of interest for next year. And that interest, I think, is based on really solid understanding that the world is not only continuing to increase in trade, but it's shifting. There are shifts going on. And so it's never been as important to not only be engaged, but to be able to make these shifts ourselves. And so thank you for joining here today. Thank you for your ongoing support and collaboration. It's going to be, I'm sure, a very crazy and busy December, but it's also going to be an extraordinary 2026. And we look forward to helping and supporting as we can, especially as we've made these really, for us, game changing and groundbreaking improvements in what we will be able to do. And we are already starting to do. Today's meeting, the League of Extraordinaries, is a way for members to connect up with members. It began as service providers within Global Chamber connecting for business referrals with each other. That's been the legacy of this particular meeting. This one began at a Ritz-Carlton in Phoenix, Arizona, well before Global Chamber started, and we did it in person. And now we do these global virtually twice a month, second Tuesdays and final Fridays. I don't know if there's any new members here today. We've had quite a slug of new members, and typically with those, we ask them to attend one of these events, either the final Friday or the first Tuesday. And so the next one might be a little bit more inhabited by new members because we have quite a few of them. And so hopefully some may join here while we're here or next Tuesday. Let's go around the room. The goal is for us to understand who you want to meet and any other update that you'd like to share. Let's take about 3 minutes per, and like a speed dating type of an activity where we each get connected to each other, get an update from each other, and also we hopefully can focus in on getting some additional connections for you. Let's start. Let's start with Brandon Matuki in Mombasa. Brandon, thank you for joining today. Are you able to speak? I really appreciate the activities that you have going on in Kenya. And I really enjoy seeing the updates, including this latest prospective member that came through. Very, very interesting. Is there anything that you'd like to share? Who would you like to meet, and how can we help? Hi, Brandon. Good to see you.
Hello again, Doug, and hello everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I understand everyone is busy now. You guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving. I wish you all the best and nice holidays. Uh, Back here, we are well, we are good, and we thank God. We are making slow progress, but everything so far so good has been going on smoothly. We are still reaching out to a few members here and there, but I'm beginning to see a lot of interest in what we are doing and what we are building up. And I foresee that as we turn into the next year, we shall be in a better position to have a more seamless approach and have more things coming forward from our end. Personally, I am a writer and strategist for online purposes, either on LinkedIn or on websites. And I'm more passionate about stories, especially about Africa. So if you're working in Africa, or look interested to explore Africa, and you are in need of my services, I'm here to help in any way that I can. Thank you so much.
Very good. You're based in Mombasa, and the types of activities you're involved with. Who would you like to meet?
Uh, Personally, uh, my scope of knowledge goes beyond, since I work online. Um, I understand the landscape of Africa very well. So I'm looking to work closely with individuals who are looking for either my personal services or through the company that I volunteer with in terms of market entry and marketing strategies for anybody who's looking to explore into the Kenyan market. For Global Chamber Mombasa and Global Chamber Nairobi, we are still encouraging anyone who's looking for opportunities in Kenya that we can talk and see how best to create a pipeline that benefits you and everyone who is involved. Thank you so much.
That sounds great. Any questions from anyone? Does anyone else do business in Kenya? Any ideas of, hey, Rob, how are you? You do business everywhere.
Yes, Doug, I do. On the nothing going on in Kenya, a few things in Mozambique and other areas of Africa, but in the continent, but nothing yet in Kenya. We were looking at a couple of years ago, I was approached by doing being participating in a U.S. and Canada University of Agri-Food and Agri-Tech in Kenya, but that never went anywhere, and that's sort of fallen on the back burner because it was funded by the UN, but the UN funding fell apart because they couldn't find reliable partners in there. So nothing in Kenya, unfortunately.
Got it. Very good. Thanks for the update.
Yes, we had already talked with Rob, and I think I'm looking at how best to create something that can work for both of us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for the update. And let's now go continue to go around the room. Miguel Puga, how are you? Good to see you. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help?
Good day, Doug. Good day, everybody. Nice to see you all. Well, I work in international business development, in general, helping companies from one country do business in another, though I specialize mainly in helping companies to enter the North American market, Mexico, Canada, and the US, and also do fairly share of work in Spain and Portugal. That's in regards to international business development, but I also half of what I do is operational efficiency. As I had to get involved on that because some opportunities, international business opportunities, were falling apart because companies couldn't keep up with the demands of the international market, and that was because usually their processes are full of waste. So I got involved into that. It's very important to have to be operationally efficient to enter the international arena. And so we do that as well and complement both things. So anybody involved in any of these areas, of course, always willing to chat. Companies, colleagues that want to explore synergies, that's usually what we're looking for, and also willing to chat and or present anything that is related with these two areas to members of the chamber.
Where are you based, and typically what are the best kinds of clients for you? Where are they based? What are they looking to do?
Um, I would say that small and medium-sized companies from all over the world that want to work on operational efficiency, that need to reduce their operating costs to increase their profit margin. Doesn't matter where they are because we have very strong online capabilities. We have an online academy for training. We can do online coaching. We have calendars of virtual live training as well, based in Mexico, in Colombia, in the United States, in Spain. Um, and companies from all over the world that want to enter the North American market and or Spain and Portugal.
Sounds good. And where are you based?
My company is based in Toronto. I have Mexican, Canadian, and Bolivian citizenship, and I pretty much move between these three places all the time.
Okay. In Toronto, we have the next event in person is either January 28th or 29th. Do you think you'll be in town in that time?
No, you did send me a message about that. I replied I will not be in Toronto for that. I touched base, had a meeting not that long ago with the director of the chamber in Toronto. I told him that I was willing to participate in online events and in live events whenever I'm in town. But fortunately, I will not be there in January. It's just too cold.
Okay. Are you already connected to Trowbridge where the event is going to be held?
Uh, I don't remember that the name rings a bell quite a bit. I don't think I have ever talked to anybody there.
So they help Canadian companies that are looking to grow outside, and then they also support companies coming into Canada in a variety of ways. So it sounds like that one should be a good one for you. So happy to make the connection. Sorry you're not able to attend that one in January. I don't think there'll be a virtual component to it. There could be a virtual component, and if there is, we'll figure it out.
Or another event online later. Um, I was also looking to join some of the WhatsApp groups in some of the cities where there are representatives from the chamber, but I don't know how to do that. I thought that there were some links on the WhatsApp group, but what's the best way? Because I suppose there's WhatsApp groups for some of the cities, right?
Yep, absolutely. So you just join, click into the community and connect in. So we'll have somebody connect in to you and send you some links.
Because I've looked at in the Global Chamber WhatsApp group, but there's nothing in there, right? It has to be some other way.
We can send you the links. There's multiple communities. There's about 200 groups, and so because there's I think three main communities, that you may be in one and don't see the other. So we'll get you connected.
Okay.
We'll have someone send you a link to make sure you're connected to all those.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Bet. Anybody have any questions or thoughts for Miguel? And hearing
Nikhil has
none.
his hand up. I don't know if you wanted
Oh,
to
there's
say
a
something.
hand up. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is that
Nikhil?
Rob? Hi, Rob. Oh, you're on mute.
No, it's
That's
Nikhil that's got his hand up.
Nikhil, yeah.
Oh, Nikhil. Hey, Nikhil, how are you? Sorry I missed you. Thank you for the conversation the other day. And Mila, could you make the Global Chamber headquarters co-host, please? Go ahead, Nikhil. Oh, did we lose Nikhil? Nikhil's been kind of coming and going. So probably in a bad internet. So when you're available, Nikhil, let us know. Now let's go to Rob in the meantime. Rob, how can we help you? What's the latest and greatest, and who would you like to meet?
Thanks, Doug. Nice to see everybody. Happy Thanksgiving for those who are celebrating in the U.S. I think right now, Doug, my new interest has become Turkey, and it's because of the recent announcements with Canada and Turkey looking for a partner. And so out of the G20 became this closer relationship with Turkey. And all of a sudden, the activity right now, I'm working with a company looking for blueberries from Canada for Turkey. I had an inquiry yesterday for lentils and chickpeas from Canada to Turkey. So I've never explored that. It's an area that I don't know a lot about, Doug. I've never had much involvement. I know we have a chamber there, and I see there's some activities there. Sometimes I'm not sure if I should join it because if it's in English or not. So I'm not sure if some of these meetings, like even the one for Mexico, I don't know the one that's coming up in Mexico City, if that's in Spanish and English. So I had to ask. So just a little thing, if these meetings on the global side are in for other language other than English, I wonder if we could maybe highlight what language it's being spoken in. Because I did drop into one the other day it was in Spanish, and I dropped right out. So anyway, on that note, so Turkey would be something I'd be interested in. It's not an area I know a lot about, but anybody in the Turkish side that's looking for commodities from Canada, whether it's grains, pulses, any of that kind of stuff, I'd be happy to. I've got great connections in Saskatchewan and Alberta for pulses and grains, so uh, that's my ask for today.
Very good. Thank you.
You're
The
welcome.
conversations are weekly for Turkey, and they are predominantly in English.
Thank
So
you.
it's safe to go there and feel comfortable in English. And so I recommend jumping in. Going back to the WhatsApp groups, there is a WhatsApp group for Turkey,
Saw that.
and then Rashid, who gives an update both on the front end of it in terms of the links to get to it, and then on the back end in terms of some of the things that are going on. So feel free to speak in English.
Thank you.
So, any thoughts for Rob?
My sincere apologies. Actually, I'm on the move. I didn't have a bad internet connection. Thank you so much, Mr. Doug, for allowing me to just raise my hand. This was particularly with reference to Mr. Miguel. Mr. Miguel, you said that you're based in Portugal. Sorry, you're based in Canada right now. And if I may, Mr. Doug, I do have one question. I didn't have a bad network. I just was on the move and wasn't able to unmute myself. So very quickly, I just wanted to know if you could help $70 million group, which is looking to appoint sales agents in South America. I don't know whether Mr. Rob does that as well. We are looking to hire sales agents, and of course, we can pay you on a one-time commission basis to help us hire sales agents. To both Mr. Miguel and Mr. Rob, there are certain territories across the world where we intend to hire sales agents. I'm an international business advisor. I'm an international growth advisor. I basically guide companies to get sales, particularly. So one of the companies is looking to appoint sales agents. So let me connect with you offline. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Duck.
Okay, I didn't quite follow that. Did let's circle back for sure. Did you follow that?
I no, he was breaking up a bit, so Nikhil, if we could connect on LinkedIn, I put my contact information in there, and then we can once we get there, we can correct. I'll send out a Zoom invite, and we can have a Zoom meeting if that works for you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. In fact, the same applies to Mr. Miguel as well. I hope I'm clear now. I was just saying that I wish to appoint sales agents in certain parts of the world for one of my clients, and that's where I think I would need both Mr. Rob's as well as Mr. Miguel's help. Yeah.
That sounds good. Nikhil, what just out of curiosity, what part of the world are you in right now? Okay.
My apologies. I'm currently based in India, in Ahmedabad, but I
Okay.
do frequently travel to Europe or Middle East, particularly to do business.
Okay. Good. Let's connect in LinkedIn for sure. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
just for everyone's benefit, Nikhil is in Ahmedabad, based in Ahmedabad, and he's supporting companies around the world, and he sets them up to be able to obtain new business. And so he's got a methodology around doing that, and particularly getting them access to sales requisitions and new business opportunities. And he's got a really interesting approach to it, and so it's worth listening to. And so, Nikhil, would you like to go next? Do you want to build on that and share a little bit more?
Oh, that's so kind of you, Mr. Doug. I really appreciate that. I would like to take two of the either options. I'm currently on the move. I would definitely be able to talk, but not able to switch on my video. Or we could move on to someone whom you feel. I could talk right now, whatever you suggest, Mr. Doug. Or we could allow somebody else to go first.
Well, I mean, I think if you just share a little bit about who you're looking
Sure.
to meet, that should be fine. Are you okay?
Sounds great.
Just
Yeah,
or
that sounds great. So,
okay.
yeah, no, sounds great. Sounds great. Thank you so much for this kind introduction, Mr. Doug. You're always, as usual, uh, very kind and very warm in making these introductions, and that's the best part which I like about Global Chamber since the past, I don't know, 9+ years that I've been working with Global Chamber. Now, the funny thing is, we are looking at practical marketing growth in any business or any business owner, rather in any part of the world, with a transference-driven process. Basically, what we do is we help them get as many RFQs or inquiries or quotations, and of course, we do help them convert it. We do help them convert it. We just don't guarantee the sales, but we do help them convert a lot of these inquiries into sales, into pure, dollar orders. Because at the end of the day, everything boils down to revenue and profits. I mean, of course, trust and all those parameters are there, but when you're working in international markets, so what we do is there are three aspects of what we do. We particularly do help companies with practical marketing visits to different parts of the world to explore different markets, to see if those markets fit in with their global growth aspirations. And that is a customized company visit, say for 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, where a customized itinerary is made. That is one of our core service areas. But the biggest service area, which is a long-term exercise for 3-5 years at least, is we have a New Zealand-based top chartered accountancy firm. We have a top British law firm, one of the top 100. We have a top composite player. We have a top lawyer from this part of the world. And then, of course, there's a top real estate giant from Australia, from Queensland to be precise. These are just a few of our clients, to name a few. And there are many other in the pipeline, which are just because this becomes a very intensive process. So, basically, to give you a gist of it, what we do is we decide on a set target of RFQs or inquiries per year for a client. We tell them that we'll need your aggressive support to streamline the pricing, the payment terms, the shipment terms, the quality specifications, the technical certifications, the quality rather the quality certifications, as well as finally the shipment terms. So finally, these five parameters are something which we just leave it up to the client. And at the end of the day, we deliver maximum sales conversion because we follow up on the quotations, inquiries, leads which we have generated. And this is all done in-house organically by developing an asset inside that company, where she or he, preferably she, becomes a full-time grown asset of that company at a very raw level. So, in a gist, that's one of our core service areas where we get maximum leverage or good testimonials, or rather good customer success stories from. Because when you start delivering revenue and profit to your clients instead of anything else, they appreciate you all the more. And finally, we do have practical business intelligence and market research. We work with foreign governments, particularly to promote different parts of the world. For example, right now I'm working with the British, with the German, with the French, with some Middle East, as well as with the Australian, New Zealand, and of course the Canadian and the US governments. So we work to promote bilateral trade between different parts of the world, particularly with India. Thank you. Thanks so much, Mr. Doug. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk.
Oh, okay. I think I got most of that, so that's great, and it helps to have spoken the other day. So thank you for sharing. Fundamentally, he's looking for clients who are looking to grow, and they have access to markets all over the world. And he's also looking for some resources, as he described. So thank you, Nikhil. Appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts regarding what was shared? And either way, we'll continue to move around the room. Thank you, Nikhil. Let's go to Daniel Grad, Master Key Software. Daniel, I think you mentioned that you're back in Poland with aspirations to head back to the States early next year. What's your situation logistically yourself, and then who would you like to meet, and how can we help?
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Doug, for introduction. Yeah, that's correct. So I plan for my next trip to take around late January, and probably something throughout the February. My main plan is to take part in Preview Las Vegas Expo, which is basically an event which focuses on showing what's about to come for the following year in Las Vegas, what to take part in, what's there to worth visiting. About Master Key. So yeah, simply speaking, we work with logistics and transportation companies, trying to basically automate their stuff to introduce digital tools, or well, simply even such tasks like replacing their Excel sheets with some more sophisticated analytical or digital tools. In addition to that, we're also dealing with the stuff which everybody just had enough with, which is the AI. I'm not going to mention anything more about it. Let me just skip the next topic. So yeah. I've been pretty much a software developer throughout my whole life. Professionally, I've been dealing with it for about 12, maybe 13 years already. Although I've created my first website when I was 11. So I'm just trying to use that skill set to solve actual business problems. I've posted a couple of projects which we recently either delivered or are in the process of delivery for some of my customers. And about the connections. So I'm looking to connect with mid-sized logistics and transportation companies. Basically, I can help out, considering that I already know a bit of this and that about those businesses, and especially that I know much more about IT. Secondly, I would like to polish my knowledge from this industry so that my further help can get to even a better degree. And apart from those companies, I'm also looking to connect with companies dealing with importing goods to the US, because considering the recent changes in the tariffs, there's a lot of hassle going on with all sorts of different cross-border production forms, and this is what I've been discussing with several professionals. And I see a huge potential in automating that kind of process. Although the problem is that I need more data to work on those solutions. So if anybody's interested in documents processing automation, I'll be happy to help, even for free, because that's a free knowledge to me, and that's an easier work for you.
Sounds great. Any comments or questions or ideas for support for Daniel? Yeah, I noted the mid-sized logistics companies, and so when Cesar's back on Monday, he'll have an email from me with some of the notes from this meeting, which will include that just get you connected some additional mid-sized logistics firms so that you keep busy between now and when you're back in the U.S. the Las Vegas side of things, there is the CES. I don't know if anybody here is going to CES, but I will be there. It's, I believe, the 6th through the 9th. And so if you are going to be in Las Vegas or you have an interest in being there, please let us know. We will have a side event. We haven't picked out which day, probably the 6th or 7th of January, one of those 2 days. And typically we'll do something like a lunch or a coffee somewhere at one of the many different venues that the show is at. So if you haven't been and you might be interested, let us know because it's amazing. It's extraordinary. Miguel, please go ahead. Do you have a question?
Thank you, Doug. Just to mention to Daniel that I'm currently finishing or the certification on lean logistics. That's one of the areas where in Lean Six Sigma Institute we do a lot of work in logistics. So we have, amongst other specialties, we have a certification which is applying all the lean management methodology, specifically to logistic processes. Next week is going to be the last 2 sessions of the certification. And well, I mean, I sent you already, Daniel, a LinkedIn contact request. Wouldn't mind to have a quick chat and learn more about what you do in logistics and so on. I see that you have a WMS, CRM for freight companies and so on. Wouldn't mind to learn more about that. So hopefully we can connect and have a quick chat in the near future. That's it for me. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for your invitation. Although it's not visible yet, but it's probably going to arrive sooner or later.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Daniel. Not seeing any additional hands. Let's continue to go around the room. We've heard from Rob and from Nikhil and from Miguel. Khalid, we have not heard from you yet. It's great to see you. How's Orlando? A lot of activity going on. We were talking about Disney World earlier and how crowded it is right now. What's going on in your world? How can we help?
Great to see everyone. And I know I've been off the radar for a while. Things got a little busy, but now with the holidays, things are slowing down. So we can sit and plan for next year. So we come into the end of the year, and we've seen pretty much all year uh, economic instability, political instability. But I think things are settling down now here in Florida. So in the new year, we're going to see a lot of economic opportunities and new projects coming into Florida. Right now, the main focus seems to be on the stock market and the real estate market. The real estate market has been adjusting to the fact that in the last 6 years, the real estate market has gone up by 60% the last 6 years. Your normal growth is 4% a year, so it should have only gone up by 24%. So what we're seeing now are the adjustments in the pricing, and we've already seen 20 to 25% adjustment here in Florida, in the Orlando area especially. So there are a lot of economic opportunities coming up next year, and one of the reasons that I joined the Global Chamber is because, especially with this year, investors are looking to diversify their portfolios, especially the real estate portfolios in other countries. In terms of the movement of money this year into other real estate markets, France has been the number one, followed by Portugal, Spain, and Italy in terms of out investment going out of the country in real estate in those markets. So I look forward. It was great seeing Nikhil on the phone, and I already sent him a message that I like to connect with his connections in Australia in the real estate market. So we look forward to having a great year next year after the few turmoil we had recently in the markets, and look forward to my global family helping to connect with some of those connections in the investment and real estate field globally.
Fantastic. Would you be open to speaking at our weekly global real estate call and just sharing a little bit of what you're seeing in the market globally?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. Yep. Just let me know which one, and I'd be more than happy to do that and bring everybody up to date with the opportunities here.
Great. I'll make sure you're connected in. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Doug. Thank you, Doug.
Anybody that we can help you with in the short term? Anybody you'd like to meet? You already know everybody, so it's hard to imagine introducing you to someone new.
Well, some of the projects that I have personally coming up in the next couple of months. One of them is that I've been invited to sit on the board of the Greater Orlando Sports Foundation, which controls the sports in the whole of Central Florida. And Central Florida is a major hub now for sports. Apart from Orlando Magic, the basketball team, we got some of the matches for the World Cup coming up next year here, football match in the World Cup. So for sports, next year is going to be quite big. Our cricket project is moving ahead, and that's pretty much a $900 million project that's nicely moving ahead, etc. So in terms of connection, for example, I was on the committee last year that arranged a football soccer game between the champions of Colombia and the champions of Mexico here in Orlando. And we are trying to arrange a match between the Moroccans and Barcelona here. So, in terms of sports, if you got any connections whereby you want to bring in your national teams to Orlando, Central Florida, remember, Orlando attracts 75 million tourists a year. And even if you have 2% of those tourists, they're more interested in going to watch a sport if we had cricket or football rather than going to Disney. Disney is more of a family thing. They'll go there 1 or 2 days and they get bored, so they want something else. So I can connect you in Central Florida here with all the people related to the sports industry, and of course my own business, which is consultancy, connecting companies from overseas to companies here in Central Florida.
Sounds great. Thank you very much for sharing. Anybody have any comments or thoughts or ideas for Khalid? Oh, Nikhil, please go ahead.
Just a very quick question. My apologies. Mr. Khalid, though, will connect offline. Later on. Do you, by any chance, deal with buying and selling of properties in the UK?
I don't, but I work through agents in the UK because I had a significant portfolio myself also. My family's in the business in the UK, so I can help you on that with some major players because they come here to me in Orlando, bringing their clients to Orlando. But I can connect you with a couple of them that I deal with, they're major players.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Thank you.
Sounds great. Thank you, Khalid. Anything else from anyone? While we're in Central Florida, Jim Cook is here, the doctor of startups to international trade. I think he might be the last speaker. Is there anything that we can do to help? Do you want to build on anything that Khalid talked about or anything else from your side of things?
Well, on Khalid, the last time we did the World Cup here, my son and I were ball boys off to the side. We did the Amsterdam German game or Dutch and German game. It was a match. It was quite exciting for that. That was held in the now it's the Camping World. 75,000 people watching football here, proper football. Jim Cook, we are a boutique agency. We work with startups, pivots to get them started. We're very, very narrow on who we work with. We filter quite a bit. Tagline, do you have I guess the best way to explain our tagline is, do you have a scalable solution to a recognized problem? We've got two categories we work. One is basically it's the startups and pivots on unicorns, and what we call a one-off, which is a unicorn that's not IP or moat protected, so it's a whole different path. we're the guys that go from zero to where they have to go all the way to exit, whether it be equity or a sellout. We got a staff all around the globe. So that's what we do. We make companies bigger. We're facilitators. How about that? It's another new word.
Anybody you'd like to meet?
Well, the panel's already established, but across their desk, sometimes they're going to say something. This is going to be big, but I do not have time, or the founder's not ready yet. Most of what I'm looking for is that idea, and it's our job to get the founder on the same page as the idea. Everybody gets paper across. They get companies across their desk all the time. So anybody out there has got something that comes across the desk that they deem functional or worthy, that's what we do.
Sounds good. Very good. Anybody else have any thoughts for Jim or anything else? Otherwise, I think that brings us to the end. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to share? Anything you forgot? Any other words of wisdom?
No, other than Doug, thank you for what you do here. I just wrote an article it's going to publish on LinkedIn on Monday and World Business News on how content is no longer king. Community is king. So what you're doing here is building community, and that's where entrepreneurs need to connect, because it used to be with AI. Now everybody's pumping out stuff after stuff, including myself. So there's so much going out there, and there's so much noise. And now with people are looking for, it's about community. Who do you know and who do you connect with? So networking, like what you've created here, is what the world's looking for right now. I'm seeing more people that I used to network with that came from boardrooms or executives that went away and sent their junior staff to networking events that have come out of those boardrooms now and back into networking, because if you're waiting for the word on the street of what's happening and you're waiting for the newspaper or something online, you're too late. They need to hear from groups like this people are sharing what they're hearing and what they're doing right here. So it's so relevant. I love what's happening.
Thank you.
That's a great point.
I'm sorry?
That's a great point, and I agree with you, because I started noticing in the last couple of years that your CEO level people, they used to be at the networking events, connecting, et cetera, et cetera. And then suddenly, in the last year or so, they've all disappeared, and all you see is their office staff. And and those were the CEO level, were the people that were the decision makers. That was the whole purpose of connecting with them. You could make a call to them and get an answer right away. So hopefully what you're saying that they're coming back, hopefully, they'll work, because, otherwise we get bored seeing that level of people who can't make decisions, because we can make decisions for our companies ourselves. And yet, we don't have the other people that need to make those kind of decisions.
Well, we're certainly seeing it. The higher level executives are back out networking, rubbing shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Great insight. Great thought. Very, very vital. And it's certainly something that we, with the new portal that's coming and with Globy, our intent is to give C-level folks the information that they need to be able to make these decisions, better decisions going forward. So thank you, gentlemen. And by the way, if you haven't read the book, a couple really, really great books. One is High Road Leadership by John Maxwell. Highly recommend. Just finished that book. Talking about how to make better decisions and how to be a better leader overall. John Maxwell, he's written 80, 90 books. I got to believe this is probably, if not his best, one of his best. High Road Leadership, really outstanding. Basically talking about how there's three types of leaders: the high road, the middle road, which is most, and then the low road. Low road is what's in it for me, always what's in it for me. The middle road is keeping score. I'm willing to do some stuff if I get something, quid quo quo kind of thing, like if I get something in return. And the high road leader is someone who is giving. and providing and offering, and certainly does the check to make sure that they're dealing with the right people and all of that. But it's basically a giving mode. And I think those of you all know that when you give, you get back more. Ideally, you're structuring it so that you're giving in the right places. And so he has all sorts of tips around doing that. So great book. And another one is another book I'm just wrapping up now. It's a short one, is Eat That Frog. I'll bet you most of you have read that one. Brian Tracy, anybody else read that one?
Yeah.
And it's basically every day picking that big ugly frog to bite off. And so thank you for biting off this frog today. Thank you for participating, and have a great rest of your Friday.
Hey, Doug, before you leave, what was John Maxwell? I love Maxwell. What was it? What's that newest book you just finished?
It's called
High Road Leadership.
Okay, very good.
High Road
Thank you.
Leadership. Yeah.
All right.
The two of the best books that I've read about a dozen of his books this year, and that one and Good Leaders Ask Great Questions
Yeah, another
one that's I highly recommend. He has a couple other ones that kind of talk about how you manage your time and things like that. I think those are good too. They're shorter books, but I think the High Road Leadership one is probably his best.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great Friday.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Doug.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Mila, for filling in. Really appreciate it. Last minute.